I think one of the biggest things that I was looking at was having a smaller community of people that were going to be part of my educational journey. So I really wanted something that was going to be more individualized and not just sitting in a larger lecture hall. I also really wanted the hands-on experiences that UIndy was offering and talking about. And so I think the big thing really was having a faculty community that you could tell cared about each other and what they were doing, but also then cared about the students and just our success overall. Yeah, I personally did feel that significantly. Not only did they all talk about at the beginning about having an open door policy about us always being able to go to their office to ask questions, even if it was something not academic related, just needing assistance with personal life issues or anything like that. And I took advantage of those opportunities and definitely saw that that was true, and that, you know, I felt very supported through all of that, and that they wanted me to succeed as a person above all else. I definitely think it was beneficial. I feel like it really reinforced the faculty support of the students, and I think that that was something that was just important to me in my overall college career. But I also think that it had the rigor and the challenge of something that was going to set me up well for anything that I wanted to do afterward, whether it was going straight into employment or, you know, any graduate schools. I think it really just laid a foundation that opened up a lot of opportunities post-grad. My favorite part was probably just all of the hands-on experiences that we got. I got really excited to get into all of the exercise science specific content after that foundational work of just getting the basic maths and sciences. But having all the hands-on experiences with lab and also having those be smaller class sizes so that we get a lot of interaction with each other, but then a lot of that one-on-one interaction with the faculty as well, to not only get help on what we were doing, but also just have kind of their input and their expertise being something that was readily available to us. Just love them all. I really enjoyed the exercise science lab, where we just got to learn a lot about just everything when it came to taking measurements or, you know, doing different tests, and we just got to be really active in that class and do a lot there. I also really liked the introduction to sport performance that we had at the beginning, just as that kind of laid a foundation for you having the knowledge behind lifting and lifting techniques. And I mean, a lot of people who come into this program love to be active, so I think it was kind of nice to know, just as a general knowledge, like this is the right way to do things, and it really helps you engage in conversations with other people about how to do those well to protect your body, but also stay active. For me, taking advantage of those opportunities to engage with faculty one-on-one. So again, I found a faculty member that I really connected with. I really feel like they were a mentor just throughout my entire academic career, but then that also led into opportunities for research that I never thought that I would have engaged in previously. So I think it was really important to establish that rapport with the faculty first, and then that opened up the opportunities for them to bring me into the work that they were doing, which then led into opportunities to present research and be parts of the project. So I think that that built a lot of confidence in me professionally, but also gave public speaking opportunities and just allowed me to engage with the content that I was learning at a much deeper level. My least favorite part of the program was when we pretty much had to go completely remote for about a year or so. So when COVID happened was kind of when I was in my second year. So really getting into all of the exercise science classes, you know, we've passed all the foundational sciences and everything, getting into the stuff that I was super excited to learn, and then most of the lecture was online, and then we would still have some opportunities for lab in person, which was great, but I think just feeling like a little bit like I was missing out on all of that interaction with the faculty just because they're so knowledgeable and so passionate about what they're teaching. It's just so much easier to learn from them in person when they can adapt to the different learning styles. So that was definitely a bummer that I didn't get to learn directly from them face to face, but with all that being said, we still got to interact in the lab, and they still had their open door policies. They were still available and adapted to what we needed. Yeah, I definitely think that I would come here again and go through the program again, even after experiencing it already. I think that it really challenged me throughout and really gave me a good foundation of just everything that we were learning. And I think the other thing that's so great about this program is that all of the content is so applicable to life that even if it weren't directly setting me up for a graduate program afterward, I think that each day I left knowing that I learned something valuable and something that I can use every day. And they also did that at a high level to challenge us really well with that. So I think overall they really set me up well to just kind of go into the professional world after. So I want to be a physical therapist, and I am currently enrolled in UIndy's physical therapy program, but I think that the UIndy exercise science program set me up very well to not only be a competitive applicant for that program, but then to also be successful now that I'm a year into the program. So I really think that here in the program, they just taught me a really good, again, like a foundation, but they really just laid the concepts out really well and taught us in a way that it would stick, so that now when I'm approaching similar concepts and building upon that in a slightly different way to work toward this other profession, that I feel like I already have a step up because I don't have to relearn the basics and I can just continue to plow ahead with the harder content. So I think it set me up really well to be successful throughout the entire program.